that Peter experienced something in Jesus, as so many others did too, clearly, of such holiness, such an unmistakable presence of God in this Jesus, that Peter didn't know how to handle it. Think of every time angels show up to people in Scripture, and what is usually the first words? Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. I think at this point, Peter's a little bit afraid, and he doesn't know how to handle it. And he goes into this place of interior shame. Depart from me. I'm a sinful man. He doesn't know what to do about it. And it's got me to thinking about, I wonder if some of the time in our own lives, do we sacrifice success or abandon paths of success, paths of making a difference in a bigger way than maybe we normally do, because we let negative beliefs about ourselves hold us down. Beliefs about shame, guilt, low self-esteem, messages that we've collected up over the years of our insufficiencies and our inadequacies and our inabilities and all of our variety of failings and all the rest of it, that we collect and collect and collect, and they can just weigh us down and be this heavy weight. And they can be a burdensome thing. And unfortunately, sometimes people would prefer to live with that weight than actually try to change their lives, actually step out into great things. What does Jesus say to us? My yoke is easy and my burden is light. And I think a lot of folks don't believe that.
3 major steps towards getting a horse fit and ready to play polo. We're on step 1. Step 1 is taking everything slow and steady. Slow work prepares the horse's muscles, tendons and ligaments, reducing the chance of injuries. It's like stretching before a big run. With road work, we are hardening the tendons gradually.
1, 2, 3, up.
Great.
Yeah. Good job, Marion. We're gonna go that direction.
All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, this is more for her. This was more for her. Why'd you put me in it, Hannah?
One time I lost control, careening headfirst into big angry traffic, marked to die. I was on a bike and then, weirdly, I wasn't. Then a pre-death calm and movement purified itself, separated out finally from logic. New big red hands, only a gradation in color, flesh curiously undressing, and a skull I guess colliding with metal grates, only a union of two once disparate clouds. Perhaps my body was readying itself to unify once again to this material world, beginning to take off its coat just as it came back home again. But soon, my reader, this new world receded from me and I came back to what I knew. My body hard against the baking freeway tarmac. The thought that Mom was going to wonder where her dinner was, and my spite for the gorgeous little dog which had bolted before me and the big man who came to collect it, unwitting authors of my sufferings, which, because of the direction I was crushed, looked to be suspended in air perfectly sideways, impossibly on some infinite black wall. I watched the dog look dumbly, prettily, at me from its athwart world, unpinkening sky behind it, then trot casually up into the outstretched arms of some big stranger.
Bloody idiot everywhere. It's like those people. Get home last night, jump on Facebook to see what's going on. I don't really do much on it. Prime example, this is why. And I must have seen about 5 different people ask how the roads were.